go over the effort it took in that game. You guys seem to come out with a whole bunch of energy in it.
Yeah, they're a good team. It was back and forth game. I think we did a good job just sticking with it, playing a good road game, and we were able to come out on top.
What does that mean to you guys to play a good road game?
I think it's just being hard to play against, just making the right plays all the time and sacrificing for each other, and I thought we did that really well tonight.
You look at Dennis Hildeby and what he did, come up with some big saves at the right time, it seemed like. What do you see in his effort tonight?
I mean, just what we've gotten from him all year. Timely saves. He's been a rock for us, and he used that again tonight.
What did you see on the goal you scored?
Just a really good play by Logan. Was able to get off the wall and get it to him, and he made a really nice play back to me in the slot and just shot it, and it went in.
You like where this team's going here at the moment? Seems to have found a track.
Yeah, I mean, we're about halfway through the year, so we got to pick up as many points as we can coming down the stretch, trying to get in the playoffs. I think we're going in the right direction.
Zach, take me through how that game starts and how the Marlies come out with a victory.
Yeah, it's been a great road trip so far. Here in Wilkes, a few games left. Came into the game knowing this was a big one for us. Slow start, great start, honestly, from us. We got the one there in the second, but I mean, just an overall team win. Playing with the lead, responding when they tie it. Things are coming together here.
What do you see on the Slavin goal? What's your contribution there, picking up an assist?
Yeah, we had a good ozone shift, releasing it, relieving some pressure. Puck got up to the top. D made a nice play, found Duck as the F3, takes a slap shot. I'm just net front, puck hits me and falls right to Slavin, and well-deserved goal. And then in the third period, you guys, they're taking bringing a lot of heat. What do you guys do to shut that down and take home the 2 points? Yeah, we just get back to the basics, and as cliche as it is, just get pucks deep, get goal line touches, and make them turn. Nobody wants to go 200 feet to score a goal, so making it as hard as possible on them.
You like the direction this team's going in here on the road trip and the season?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everything's coming together, and watch out.
John, what do you like about your team's effort here tonight? You seem to come out pretty hot to start the game.
Well, we knew they started off well. They're a quick start team, so we needed to make sure we matched whatever they threw at us, and I thought we did a really good job coming out of the gates, and then they had their pushes, and then we were able to manage it. I thought our penalty kill was outstanding. Dennis was really good, and we checked well, and we stayed above them, so that gave us a chance to win against a tough road team, and we're fortunate we came out ahead.
Did you become slightly worried when Jonathan Gruden picked up a goal to tie?
Well, I mean, yeah, that is kind of a weird thing being out there when your son's playing. But it's my first time doing that. You're always pulling for your son, but never to score against his dad. So, again, I'm glad that we were able to come away with a victory there in the third period.
Tell me about that third period, because they seem to come at you in waves and you sustain it. What are you guys doing right in that third?
Well, we bend, but we don't break. Like we got good layers, and if they beat one guy, it seems like we're doing a really good job covering up for one another, and that's important to do, especially against good hockey teams and their building in the third period. So we managed it extremely well, and again, got some good efforts from some guys, and we were able to come away with the victory.
You mentioned, facing off against your son. Usually in the AHL, it's kind of a quick turnaround, and you don't get to spend a lot of time. But I guess since you guys were in PA, able to spend some time with him and actually catch up a little bit, during the season.
Yeah, I was able to go out to eat with him and see his place. It was good. And it's exciting to see your son where he's at, where he's been, growing up. Me being around a lot. So it's definitely a different experience. But again, it's exciting for everybody.
Kind of I guess best of both worlds. He scores a goal, but you guys could win the game.
Yeah, I guess if as a father against a team that we're fighting for our playoff lives and to come away with it. But I guess if you're going to look across and see someone, we only gave up one, and it's to my son. I guess what father wouldn't say they weren't okay with that? I'd be lying.
Just for you as a coach in this league, I know obviously you have a ton of NHL experience as an assistant, but how do you sort of, getting a feel for running things as, running your own team here in the AHL?
Yeah, it's again, there's a lot of moving parts as far as the call-ups, and but you want players to get called up. That's what they're here for. You're here for them for their development. You're here to help them through those things, the tough times and the good. But it's been a lot of fun. I mean, the guys have been great. We have a great leadership group. And I got good people surrounding me to help me through it. So it's been a great experience so far, and again, I'm looking forward to the second half.
It's quite a long road trip for you, sort of getting used to riding the buses and doing these overnight drives and sort of getting used to the grind of this league.
We get treated pretty well. I mean, we were able to have a couple days off, or one day off, in between 2 games in a row and stuff. We've been fortunate, and again, we're lucky to have the organization that I work for. They treat us really well, so it makes it easier for us when we're on the road.
Talk about how you guys were able to come out tonight. I think you guys were like 9-0 in shots for the first 14 minutes, and then also the way you guys responded after they tied the game and got the lead right back like a little more than a minute later.
Yeah, again, we like I was saying earlier, they're a quick start team. I watched their game against. I was able to spend another time with when they were in Lehigh Valley. Jonathan came up as a spectator to watch the game, so I watched that game, and they had a really good start, and I know just from the history of watching them that they started well this year. So we had to be ready to match their intensity and not let them get any momentum on us, and we did a really good job with that. And then by them tying it, you seem like they might have had some, but our guys did a great job of responding. We've been in this situation a lot where we've kind of squandered those leads, and I think it's obviously a step in the right direction by us doing what we needed to do to come up with that victory.